One of my favorite ways to eat cauliflower is roasted. Have you ever roasted cauliflower? It's so fantastic. And you might want to try it the way that I'm making it today, which is roasted with red onion and then tossed with pasta, sprinkled with a little bit of olive oily breadcrumbs. I think you're gonna really love it. Have you ever been preheating to 475 and cut up one head of cauliflower into florets? I like to leave them in relatively large florets because as they cook, they shrink a little bit, and then when you toss them with the pasta, they'll break apart just a little bit too. Transfer them to a rimmed baking sheet, and on my baking sheet, I also have one small red onion that I've cut into wedges. You'll also need 5 cloves of garlic. Take a whole head of garlic and press it onto your cutting board under the palm of your hand. It should fall right apart. These cloves are actually kind of small, so though the recipe calls for 5, I might use like 6. Crush them to peel them. It's the easiest way. If they're kind of small, you can leave them whole. If they're large, you can cut them in half and then just throw them onto the baking sheet with your cauliflower. These will soften and caramelize a little bit in the oven as well. Drizzle with 2 tablespoons of olive oil and season with some salt and pepper. Give it a toss. Get them into your 475-degree oven and cook them until they're caramelized and softened. It takes about 20 minutes. You're going to want to stir them once or twice during the time. For serving, have some fresh breadcrumbs. I just pulled some white bread till it was crumbs and then tossed it with some olive oil and a little bit of salt to make some yummy breadcrumbs to sprinkle on top. Chop up a little bit of fresh parsley, about 1/4 cup. I have 12 ounces of cavatappi that I'm cooking in here. Cavatappi is a fun-shaped pasta. It's a little bit like a fusilli, but a little bit different, maybe a little fancier, but you can certainly substitute fusilli if you have it. Give it a drain. Pull the veg out. You can put those into the pasta pot. I love how caramelized the cauliflower got. It's nice and golden brown without being burnt, and the onions have really softened and intensified in color. It's so beautiful. Add your pasta, 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese or more. If you're a Parmesan addict like I am, a little bit of pasta water. You can add more if it's needed, and then give it a toss. Stir in your parsley. Give it a stir, and then serve it up. Make sure you use a nice big spoon to serve so that you can make sure to get all of the goodness. Sometimes the best parts sink to the bottom of the pot. You want to make sure you get them. Give it a sprinkle of those crunchy breadcrumbs. Give it a taste, and I think you'll agree it's a great way to welcome fall.